Off-grid news welcomes you to the news that's not fit to print. I'm Rob. Joe Biden said, you must subscribe to this channel and share this video with your friends on other social media sites, or I will ban Texas oil from entering the United States. Nancy Pelosi said, you should stop complaining because about the high gas prices, food and energy costs. If you had been smart like me, you would have become a politician so you could do inside trading. Joe Biden said to a group of pipe fitters, I don't work for pipe fitter union. Well, that's not right. I work for pipe hitters. Babylon Bee reports that President Joe Biden retaliated against Russia this morning when he directed astronauts aboard the International Space Station to eat all the freeze-dried ice cream and not to leave any for the Russians. CNN reports that after days of thorough investigation and dozens of interviews with people across the world, including Ukraine, Poland, Britain, Russia, and China, we're able to identify the primary factor in the conflict between Ukraine and Russia. It turns out that President Putin is very angry with Trump for having a call with Ukraine's President Zelensky when Trump had asked Zelensky to investigate Hunter Biden's dealings in Ukraine, which led to President Trump's first impeachment. I'm sure you remember. So as many Americans already expected, this conflict has turned into World War III, and it's Trump's fault. Jeff Spicoli from the 1982 movie Fast Times at Richmond High went to Ukraine to document the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. He said, dude, yeah, you, Prez, dude, you, yeah, you need to do a documentary on your little thing you got going on here. I ordered some pizza. The majority says Biden's first year was a failure, a new poll finds. Biden replied by saying, well, that's why I'm trying to start a fight with a war. Yeah, that, you know, the boomy thing. Yeah, the with Russia. Biden said, I will release that brown stuff that comes out of the ground. You know, the oil reserves. I will release the oil reserves as a condition, as the conditions, you know, that stuff you put in your hair conditioner, as the conditions warrant. But expectations are that the prices would have to reach $20 to $30 a gallon before I did that. Federal government rescinds a license extension for Florida's nuclear power plant because Biden said he doesn't like Governor Ron DeSantis. He's a meanie. A woman in Malibu, California killed her cheating husband with a baseball bat because gas prices so high she couldn't afford to run him over with her Mercedes. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry condemned Russia's invasion and says, we stand with the people of Ukraine. Which is actually kind of funny because they typically don't stand with anybody but themselves. I mean, really, he was a prince and now he's not because he don't like them. I don't get it. Can we ship them back to wherever they came from? But I guess oil price is too high to do that, huh? CNN reports war breaks out in Europe. China blames Trump as Russia's missiles flew through the Ukraine skies Thursday. As world leaders decry the invasion, the Chinese president said, "Oi, the United States, the United States, United States." CNN regrets to inform its viewers that it misled viewers when it said China blamed Trump about the war in Ukraine. But they never said who they did blame. Biden turned over intelligence to China on Russia's plan to invade Ukraine to convince the China people to impose sanctions on Russia. China gave it to Russia. Biden said, that's not fair. We had one of those pinky promises. You don't, well, wait a minute, I forgot my mask. You don't break one of those pinky promises. Oh, man. You know that, oh, you know what I'm talking about. CBS says Russia's offensive unexpectedly slowed by fierce civilian Ukraine resistance, but said the American civilians, who is the largest armed population in the world, would never have been able to achieve the firepower to do the same thing. There's no expectations that the American civilians could fight off an army that size. Who do these people think they're trying to convince? Are they just trying to convince the Karens of the world? I mean, really. The hacking collective Anonymous appears to declare war on Putin after they hacked Russia's computer. And Biden said, let me get on my knees. Oh, I can't get on my knees. My knees hurt. Ow. Oh, my back. Please don't hack Russia's computer systems. They don't want to accidentally cause an international incident by upsetting China and causing, making the gas, those gas price pumps, the pumps, you don't want them to take off like a Russian spaceship. Facebook is upset that Russia censored the platform after refusing to halt fact checkers. Well, now they know what it's like for us conservatives. Oh man, Facebook just put me in Facebook jail. Not again. Babylon Bee reports that Justin Trudeau is jealous that another dictator takes all his press coverage. A distraught Justin Trudeau was seen gulping down maple syrup between jealous tirades after learning of the dictator had taken all his press coverage by invading Ukraine. It's just not fair, eh? I invoked emergency powers and used physical violence to silence the opposition, just like the other guy. And all I got was a few weeks of fame, eh? Hold on just a minute. Oh. This just in. Oh my goodness. If nobody paid taxes, the IRS wouldn't have enough money to collect taxes. Biden said in his speech, hello, folks. Look, folks, you have to start behaving. Look, it's ridiculous that so many people think they have the right to make their own decisions. With this thing, the thing that I've lost, look, you got a guy standing in the woods and making up stupid things about me, and look, it has to stop. Russian fighter jets come extremely close to U.S. Navy's planes, at one point coming within 5 feet, said one Pentagon official. Maverick and Goose explained the event where they inverted the airplane on top of the Russian airplane and flew the bird at them. There's a Polaroid photo of the incident. Thousands of baptisms invalid by priests for using the word we instead of the I. Does that mean everybody's going, well, are they going there? Oh man, I pray for them. Before the Russia attack on Ukraine, Ukraine said the government's website and banks were hit with a denial of service attack. Joe Biden immediately blamed the Russians, but unfortunately the code was traced back to the White House. The Washington Post says economy appears ready for a surge, straight up to 10%. Press Secretary Jen Psaki. Circle back to that. I'm gonna have to circle back to that. We're gonna circle back. Said the White House has no intentions of opening up the oil reserves or pipelines to increase the oil production in the U.S. as price of gas rises. She said the attack in Ukraine will force Americans to reduce the amount of gas they use, and said this is a real opportunity to force Americans into renewable energy. Well, at least she's mostly honest. What she should have said is a real opportunity to kill the lower and middle class. Population control. And it's a really good plan if you think about it. White House spokesperson said they're dropping the vaccine passport. They will be instead assigning a digital ID. Oh, good. That piece of paper was just too much to carry around. That paper was so Nazi Germany. New poll shows that since the outbreak of the Ukraine-Russia conflict, 88% of the women are wondering if their husbands can hunt, make a fire, fight, shoot, etc. 50% of those women are second-guessing those skinny jeans and soy burgers. Let's hand it over to the 100% accurate weather team. Rob, what's the weather look like today? Looks like there's a 50% chance of precipitation wherever you are. Back to the news desk. Thanks, Rob. Let's hope for no rain today. Babylon Bee reports Neil Young threatens to leave Spotify again unless Vladimir Putin backs down from Ukraine. Neil Young has delivered a harsh ultimatum to Russia's President Vladimir Putin, saying he must either fully retreat from Ukraine or he will pull the songs from Spotify. The FDA announced due to inflation and food price increases, the 5-second rule has been extended to 10 seconds. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was okay to be doing 10 seconds. For years, I've never agreed with the 5-second rule. FDA is always trying to control people's lives. President Biden said in an interview on Sunday that he hopes his legacy is that I can restore the soul man, the soul of this country. I hope we hope to be remembered for restoring some decency and honor to that white building that I stay in, of the presidency rebuilding America's middle class and repairing partnerships with those other thing like U.S. countries and the countries. Okay, let's talk about this for a minute. So we have a problem in Ukraine because his son Hunter Biden is laundering money through a company in Ukraine. So there goes his soul. He has no soul. Okay, let's talk about that for rebuilding the middle class. Okay, inflation's at the highest it's been in 40 or 50 years. They can't even afford to feed themselves and put gas in their cars. Nope, not rebuilding the middle class, are they? And they're repairing partnerships with other countries. But I don't ever remember having a huge conflict with Russia for decades. But now all of a sudden, we're here heading towards World War III. I don't think he's repairing partnerships. I honestly can't even think what is wrong with that man. Dr. Fauci was asked, why are vaccine boosters called boosters? He replied, because they boost the profits of my master, Pfizer. Duh. Biden was asked, does he think the American military could handle a war with Russia? He said, of course our military could handle it. It's the strongest one in the world. Let me get this straight. Russia has soldiers who box the trees, wrestle bears, and kids are taught how to handle weapons in schools. We have grown men dancing on TikTok and scaring of their girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever you want to call them. No, I think we need to sit this one out. CNN reports that there was a fiery but mostly peaceful explosion in Ukraine. Nancy Pelosi announced that she will stop drinking Russia-made vodka. In support of the Ukrainians, I've decided to stop drinking Russian-made vodka. So that's all your news that's not fit to print. Share this with your friends on other social media sites. Click subscribe to get future updates. Thanks for watching.